So appreciate you taking the time to talk. I know you've probably been doing this all throughout the day and whatnot. How kind of chaotic has it been? I mean, knowing Olympics was kind of around the corner, and then here it is, got canceled, and got to get right back on the horse and get going again.
Yeah, definitely. It was definitely very, it was like a sad time for sure at first, but I just tried to look at it as a positive and, take it as like, okay, I got another year to train, but yeah, just taking it day by day.
And while you're a part of a team, I mean, what is it, 12, 16 people?
Yeah.
How is it how is it kind of the training with it during this pandemic when, I mean, skateboarding really is an individualized sport. So how do you kind of coordinate with that?
Yeah, I mean, a lot of us live in different parts of the US, so we don't really train together too much, like right now. But it's definitely a very individualized sport. But, going to the skate park and having sessions with your friends and like pushing each other and motivating each other and just having fun is like my favorite way to skate.
So, I mean, during the pandemic, did things kind of change things at all? I mean, were you being coached beforehand and then it kind of had to go virtual?
Yeah, definitely, skate parks got shut down for a little while and things definitely changed, but seems like most of the time it's a little bit back to normal. Like there's no contests or anything like that going on, but hopefully everything will get back to normal with that soon.
So it's more of just competing against those friends, like sending a video virtually and maybe getting a little insight. Because as far as I know, I mean, it's always seemed that way with skateboarding and even surfing, where everybody's kind of like trying to like help out each other. It's almost like an extended family.
It is definitely, yeah. Like all the people that I compete against, like, at the end of the day, we're competing against each other, but we're all friends and we've known each other for years and years and have traveled the world together. So we're just as stoked if we do good versus they do good.
And what's it mean for you? I mean, like, this is a big opportunity. You get to say the first ever in the Olympics with skateboarding. I mean, is it kind of surreal? Has everything sunk in yet?
Yeah, it's definitely probably hasn't sunk in all the way, but it's definitely a huge time, and I'm just lucky enough to be at the right time and the right age to be a skater, and to have that Olympic thing and to be able to be a woman in skateboarding and to have that have that have the Olympics backing women skateboarding is huge, creating a platform for us.
With so much focus on skateboarding, do you still find the time to get involved in other hobbies? Like, you're obviously into surfing as well.
Yeah, definitely. I still surf a ton. I ride my dirt bike. I do a bunch of stuff. I have pretty busy days between that and traveling and training. So to have bars like Cliff Bar and have the nut butter filled bar to get all the protein that I need throughout the day is huge.
So imagine for a minute you just captured gold. What happens next? What's your immediate action? Are you doing a backflip on the podium, or are you breakdancing? What goes on?
I have no idea. I'm probably just gonna let that live in the moment. I'm just gonna be so stoked and happy and just not take off that medal for a while.
And then you're going to Disneyland.
Exactly. Something like that.
Has the competition always been something you kind of believed would happen one day as far as with the Olympics? I mean, I know so many skaters year after year, they're like, is this going to be the year that we break into the Olympics? So what's
Yeah,
your
I mean,
take?
I definitely, started skating just for the fun of it and kind of didn't even know that you could make a career out of it or compete in it. And then as I got a little better, people were telling me about contests. I'd go and do like the young amateur kids contests and then work my way up to the pro level. And now, it's at the Olympic level, which is not anything I could have ever imagined years ago. So I'm very lucky to be a part of that.
And now that I mean, they got street and park going on, could you maybe see the addition of vert down the road?
Yeah, that would be super cool, and I know a lot of people would like that, to have 3 disciplines, and especially vert is where it all began, so that would be super cool.
What to street and you trying to make yourself as well versed as possible. If maybe, for example, something like vert or any of the other things pop up one day.
Yeah, I grew up skating park originally. I never really got too much into street, but I've always loved bowls and vert as well. So I definitely like to be a well-rounded skater for sure.
What about if they open surfing in the Olympics too? You gonna double dip?
That would be rad. Yeah, definitely. It'd be pretty hard, but I'm always up for a challenge.
So, considering you started at a young age, what was it? 11 years old.
Yeah.
So, could you even remember the first time you stepped on a board? I mean, what that emotion was like? Did it all just kind of hit you right away, or you kind of had to like go through like I don't know the injuries and the whole skill learning? What really kind of took on that first time?
Yeah, it was definitely love at first sight for sure. I went to the skate park with some friends, just immediately, loved it. Immediately had a passion for it that I didn't even know was possible at the time, but I just wanted to go back every single day and keep skating.
So it wasn't like people had to push you. You were all about it right from the get-go.
Exactly.
So what was it like? I guess for like those around you. I mean, for girls jumping into skateboarding, it's not usually the first thing that you hear about. So I mean, was your family like? Yeah, I guess you you got your friends. Was your family as like something you really want to pursue, or they push you elsewhere?
No, yeah, my mom was super, super supportive about it. She could tell right away that I had this passion for it. But I know a lot of her friends, like my friends' moms that didn't skate, uh, were definitely like, "Oh, what are you doing? Having a girl go to the skate park?" Like they're definitely just looking out for me. But after a while, they kind of noticed that I was really into it and really liked it, and that I just enjoyed it.
Have you had to deal with any like major injuries along the way, and what was kind of like the recovery process? Like nothing ever sidetracked you from keep going. It's just like, you know what, I'm injured, but I'll recover.
Yeah, I about a year ago I had surgery on my shoulder. I tore my labrum. So, for about 6 months I had to, recover from that, take the surgery and keep going and doing rehab and all that stuff. But I'm back and I'm healthy now and I'm gonna continue to try to stay as healthy as possible. So keep going with that.
Is there any like specific tricks that you can even talk about that you're looking to execute that maybe if the Olympics already happened, you wouldn't have been able to do it, but now you've had that time to kind of progress and work with it?
Yeah, I'm definitely working on some tricks, to keep under my belt and keep under in the bag for when the Olympics comes for sure.
For those kind of interested, I mean, following your footsteps, like I said, you get to be the first ever. That's definitely an inspiration for I know a lot of young girls out there. What advice would you give them? Not even necessarily girls, but really anybody that wants to pursue something and maybe has a little bit of nervous tension to actually take that leap forward.
Yeah, I mean, a quote that I've always really liked was "fall down 7 times, get up 8," and that's physically in skating, but I kind of just take that everywhere with me throughout life.
Is there anything you like to add for anybody out there? I know that all your social media accounts, everything's kind of up to date is probably the best way to look you up, but anything else kind of in the works with you?
Yeah, check out cliffbar.com. I have a little athlete bio there, and you can check out all my favorite bars and all that stuff there too.
Awesome. Well, hey, I appreciate your time and look forward to hopefully seeing you take home the gold in the future.
Thank you so much.
All right. Take care. Bye bye.
Yeah.